you know, and but that was my biggest thing was when I was a kid. We moved around a lot because we always had to, you know, because apartments come and go. You lose them, you know. You find better places, whatever. You find something cheaper that's nicer, and you move. I was a fucking new kid everywhere.
Yeah,
I had gotten in so many fights as a youngster because just being the fucking new kid.
Yeah,
I didn't want my son to go through that.
Yeah.
So it became top priority for me
some stability in his life where you
this is your house, this is where you live, nobody's kicking us out. We're here. Yeah. You can have friends over, you can do what you want. You know, you want to put a basketball hoop up, let's go get a basketball hoop, we can do that, you know. That's I have my mom passing by. But that was something that I wanted. Oh, you want to put up a pool? Let's put up a fucking pool.
Yeah.
Like, we don't have to ask anybody.
Having great things, yeah.
Yeah,
no, that's
I don't
that's
have to answer to anybody.
All about,
as long as I pay the bank, they don't fucking bother me.
Yeah.
You know? And me and my wife started setting ourselves up for that. My first apartment that I had, I was in there I was in the same place for 10 years. I started renting the main part of the house. Then I rented the basement apartment by myself, and then I rented the garage apartment. So I was in this area for 10 years, and I was paying $800 rent. When my wife got pregnant, the apartment really didn't have, the heat didn't work that well. Yeah. So we had to move. The next apartment we got was $1,400 a month, 2-bedroom apartment. Same thing happened. That house got sold. The wife took it over. The husband and wife got divorced. The wife took it over. She wanted the smaller apartment to rent out the bigger apartment. Wow. We find a place that's now $1,600 plus utilities. So, all right, we're moving up. And then at that particular point, I told my wife, I was like, well, if we can afford this with the utilities, we can probably afford a house.
Yeah.
I was like, it's going to be more, which it was. It was significantly more. But we kind of like bred ourselves up for it. You know, this is what we're going to do. We're going to keep putting ourselves in situations where we got to pay more money and see how it turns out. And then eventually we got to here. And at first it was a stretch. You know, it was kind of like we were broke all the time, and it wasn't, you know.
Yeah, because everything goes to the house, and you're like, repairs, mortgage,
gas, this, that.
Yeah, it's
bills come up that you didn't even know existed.
Yeah, you're like, what?
Well, fucking water bill. Oh shit, that's right. I got to pay for water now.
Yeah,
like, you know.
Yeah.
But then luckily I ended up getting promoted, and I ended up getting a day shift and making a little more money, so that helped out.
Congrats.
And my wife has a good job, so she ended up getting promoted, so that was. Yeah. Everything seemed to fall into place.
No, that's great.
We were trying to get pregnant for a few years, and then after we bought the house, she finally, about 4 months into buying the house, she was pregnant again. And we've been trying for 5 years. So everything just happened to fall into place when we got the house.
Oh, nice.
Now it's just a matter of getting the house into the condition that we want it to be.
Yeah.
And that's the fucked up part about living on Long Island is you can buy a house for $300,000. $350,000, whatever the fuck it is, and it's a fixer-upper.
Yeah,
you know,
because it's like,
especially in main areas like this, because Huntington's like a very populated area because it's so close to the train station. It's it's the last stop when you're coming from Manhattan at night. You know that this is like a commuter's paradise.
Like the nice like Huntington, like, you know, where we do like crab trees, and you have Paramount right down the block, and that whole community. That's
Huntington Village. Yeah,
and it's like, wow, this is nice.
It's nice.
People are hanging out.
It's a commuter's dream. I mean, you're literally 5 minutes driving away from what would be Brooklyn today.
Yeah. That's true.
You know, you have couple little sky rises.
You don't have to go to the city to experience that.
And you have 10 blocks of a city lifestyle.
Yeah,
bar hopping, food, good fucking food. On top of that.
Yeah,
you know, they have great food down there, and all without having to leave Long Island. And that's why. I mean, I was never being from Huntington. I never got into the spectacle of being from Huntington and hanging out in the village and shit like that. I was always a kid that kept myself in places where I really shouldn't have been. Yeah, you know, I was always in trouble and shit. So, I never liked the village. I used to go down there. We'd go down there a couple times, and it was always these, you know,
kind of hipster.
Not even a hipster back then. It was the wannabe Italians with the spiked hair. Everybody was growing up fucking Gotti. You know, wife beaters looking like they've been doing juice for fucking 4 years, and I hated these fucking people. Like I'm like, fuck you. Like I'd bump into somebody and be like, fuck you. What do you say to me, bro? I'm not your fucking bro.
Yeah.
What the fuck you calling bro, son? Fuck out of here. And you know, me and my boys would always get in this shit. So we ended up I ended up spending a lot of my time just being in the studio and doing music and bar hopping and at little dive bars and shit. And it was. I'd get into too much trouble in situations like that. My friends would all be out club hopping, and I'd be over here doing this, and they're like, "What? You're not gonna come out?" Yeah, I'm not going. Not going out. You know me. I was like, you guys get into that shit. You like it. You'll be fist bumping and fucking doing all that shit. You know me. I don't like that shit. I'll be the first one. I don't like to be around crowds and loud music and shit like that to begin with. Like, I don't like loud music at all, to be quite honest with you, which is kind of weird because I was in the music business forever.
Yeah. Were you producing, rapping?
I was a rapper, yeah. And I was a radio personality for about 10 years out of Stony Brook University, 90.1 FM. Never liked loud music.
I get it too. I'll go to a concert one time and it's like,
I want to be able to talk.
Yeah, the bass be like,
I want to be able to talk to the person I'm sitting next to.
I went to a Run the Jewels concert. Like, was it like, I guess last year, like maybe almost a year ago. And boy, I probably was the oldest person there, and I got there early. I went by myself because I like Run the Jewels. Like, Killer Mike is kind of old school. LP is kind of old school.
Yeah.
So but it's amazing how good they are. Like they have a new.
I wouldn't
say a new style, but to have that and just to be relevant in 2017 and just like do new music for them to come together and do like new music that's current,
especially when you were a 90s artist.
Yeah, but it was like amazing how like their fan base is mostly like guys like it's like slam dancing and all that shit, and I'm like, I am too old for this shit. And I'm sitting there in the just sitting there like, all right, everybody's cool. Maybe throw their hands up. But dudes are pushing, and everybody starts going bananas. Like, I'm getting pushed. This girl next to me is like, oh, my God. But, like, everybody's, like, not as panicked. This is what happened. This is normal. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? I'm pushing people back, and not in a nice way. And now I'm just standing my ground, holding guard. I'm like, all right,
got your elbows.
Stay. I kicked the guy because I kicked him so hard he felt it. He fell on the ground, but he just got up and started dancing again. He was just like, ugh, like I kicked him literally in the ass because he slammed it, and he was drunk,
high,
whatever type of barbiturates, whatever the fuck he was taking. And I kicked him so he fell on the ground, fell right on his face, and then he got up and like, just started bobbing his like it was nothing. He felt because he was holding on to his ass cheeks like, ugh. That hurt, but he was good.
What the fuck just hit me?
Yeah, but he got up and he was good. He just started jamming again, and it was just crazy. I was like, you know what? This is the type of concert. If I do this the next time, I will stay far in the back. Or go if I see them, I would have to go in a place where they have seats. But that's the crowd they get, so it's fun.
I used to like LP when he was part of Company Flow.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then I met LP. I met LP at a Cage Kennel concert, which I was forced to leave. One, because I used to like Cage's music. Mm-hmm. Cage is a small little white boy.
Cage is the guy that was beefing with Eminem, right?
Yeah. Who's this, Cage?
Yeah. Because I've been hearing about him. Yeah.
Well, Eminem allegedly took his style and R-rated Rugged Man style and and took it.
Gotcha. Because I remember all those guys and that
was back in the day when fucking sound bombing and all that was.
I remember that. Yep.
Ruckus Records.
Ruckus Records. Yep.
But I'm at this concert and I bumped into LP and I'm like, oh shit, LP. What's up, man? I'm a radio personality, This is what I do. I'd love to get you down for an interview, blah, 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 blah. Can I get your email? Nah. What? He's like, yeah, that's cool. I'd like to do your radio show, but you need to contact me on MySpace. Back then it was MySpace.
MySpace, yeah.
I was like, well, what about this? And he was like, nah, MySpace. I'm like, you're a fucking dick. Fuck you. I wanted to smack him. Yeah. And then fucking Cage comes out. And he starts fucking screaming at the crowd. You fucking piece of shit. I see you recording me. You're going to get 1 million hits on YouTube for fucking stealing my shit, you piece of shit. Fuck you. He's spitting at people. And I was like, yo, I'm gonna kill this motherfucker.
Wow.
And I went, and my boy was like, what? And he was like, no, we gotta go.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah,
I'm gonna jump on stage and I'm gonna punch this fucking guy in his face. Is he out of his fucking mind? I paid. I didn't pay because I was working for the radio station, so I got in for free. But I'm like, I fucking came all the way out to fucking Manhattan to see you fucking perform, and this is the way you treat the fucking crowd. Fuck you, man. Yeah. You gotta know. You're
Rap
a piece of shit.
Could be the worst.
You're a piece of shit. Fucking Wu-Tang don't do that shit. Wu-Tang is fucking appreciative of the fucking. They don't come out there and fucking say shit to your fans. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, rap concerts could get ugly, man.
especially the fucking the underground rap concerts.
Yeah, absolutely.
Underground. I mean, I was always an underground head. I loved underground hip hop.
Yeah,
some of my famous artists, some of my favorite artists were all underground. I met a lot of them. I met Shabam Sadiq.
I remember him. He was with Pharoah Monch, right? Like, they were all on Rockets. Yeah, I remember all that shit, man. And he was Pharoah. I met in the gym. I remember because I used to go to high school in Queens, so I used to run into him in Jamaica Avenue all the time. But I never said anything to him. I'm like, oh, that's organized confusion. Okay, yeah. That's when Jamaica Avenue was.
We got to walk by him and go, get the fuck up.
Yeah.
Look,
and this was before that. This was But this was when I went to high school, you would see Jamaica Avenue was such a big.
Yeah. I remember
Lost
going.
Boys. You were running the Lost Boys. It was like they lived there.
I know, like nothing. Yeah. I know Mr. Cheeks.
Yeah.
I know Mr. Cheeks personally.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Actually, if I went through my phone, I got a lot of people.
You still have him, yeah.
Yeah. I knew Killer Shah before he fucking died. Had him up at the radio station a few times. He was a friend of the show.
Cool.
Yeah, I met a lot of cats over the years doing the radio show. I met Papoose.
Yeah.
I interviewed him. That was cool. I kind of insinuated that he was stealing Big L's style.
Okay. Oh, shoot.
on the air. He did flip it around on me, and I expected him to be offended, and he was like, "Oh, thanks for the compliment." Yeah, Big L's one of the greatest. Thanks for the comparison. Yeah. He's like, "Oh, okay." And he fucking tall kid.
Yeah.
And when I met him, I was like, "Holy shit, you're bigger than motherfucker." You're like 6'4".
All right.
I met Sean P.
It's one of my favorites.
And that was the first time that I had just started working for the radio station. They're like, "Oh yeah, Sean P's going to be over at the cop shop. Go down to the cop shop, go get a drop from him for the radio station." Okay. All right, and I had listened to his music all my life. I'm a fucking big Boot Camp fan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Boot Camp and Wu-Tang were my two favorite groups. You couldn't, and I couldn't put either one above the other because it was just two separate styles, completely different.
Yeah,
and it was just they were both up there comparably with the lyricists. And Sean P gets out of the car and he's drunk, he's stoned. I got terrible handwriting. I'm like, yo, what's up, Sean? Fucking what's up, Ruck? Can you give me a drop for my radio station? Oh, he's like, yeah, no problem. Go write it down or whatever. So I'm like, all right. I go down and write it down, and I'm like, can you read this? Now, mind you, Sean P is like 6'6".
Yeah, he's a big dude.
290 pounds.
Yeah.
Big boy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He looks at me and goes, N-word. Did you just ask me if I could fucking read? And I was like, no. I asked you if you could read that because my handwriting's terrible. Yeah. And he was like, oh yeah, we good. He was ready to rip my head off for like 2 seconds. And I'm like, literally, there's nothing that I could fucking do with this guy. And the only person I ever met bigger than him was from Guru's camp, Big Shug.
Big Shug, yeah, I remember him.
Big Shug was a fucking giant.
I remember seeing him in some movies.
And he brought his son with him. And his son was 13 or 14, and he was already 6'3", bigger than me. I'm like, how old is this kid?
Wow.
I'm like, your kid's like 250, 6'3". I was like, you got him in football or something? He's like, oh, yeah. We play football. I'm like, oh, all right, Shug. Good, nice to meet you and your son. He was just fucking, he really was big. I'm like, why do you think
I remember seeing them in, what's that movie? Remember that movie that came out on HBO? It was a Larry David movie? What's the name of it? Where he went disguised, he hid out in like Boston or something. He hid out in like Cape Cod or something. I forgot. It was Clear History.
Oh, I've never seen it.
It's like a long Curb Your Enthusiasm episode, basically.
Oh, okay.
But watch it. It's pretty fun. And he has a small role as a bouncer, like at the end. And I was like, oh shit, that's Big Shug. Yeah. And he looked like he slimmed down a bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he was big. Yeah. I was fucking big. I was like, I'm not fucking with you neither.
Yeah.
And you're surprised how many of these, because you see these music videos.
Yeah, and you said that
you're like, they're like
look,
that. You know, it's like
yeah,
my height.
yeah. It's funny because like
you meet Prodigy's like 5'8".
Yeah.